this subject introduced several types of hatchback system, so we can choose based on the several parameter like the size and also efficiency and everything based on the needed requirement of the application. Some maybe applied only small building or small house, so we need only small size of a aircon. So last week we already introduced about individual system. Individual system is familiar in our life because we are currently or frequently use this aircon application like Windows aircon and also split aircon. But other than that, we also introduced about unitary package system, where the unitary package system already involving in the duct system, and also introduce about DX coil application. So we can use in the biggest building application compared to individual system aircon. Maybe we can select this type for certain maybe a middle size of building like the small office. And also in the unitary package system, we are already introduced about the type of the unitary package system, like roof type system, split, indoor system. We are also introduced about the VIV, variant air volume package system, and VAV package system. Sorry, CAV package system. So in the VAV, CAV, we will control by central control all unit, like in the other split condition, split room space condition. So we can control by unitary package system. Now I would like to go to proceed to other type of the classification system, air conditioning system. So forget to record, so better I'll back to here to already someone already record, so thank you for remembering. Okay, now we go to other type in the hatchback system about central hydraulic system. So we introduce. So basically consists of three main parts in the central hydraulic system. The first part is air system itself, water system, and central plant system. So in the air system, air handling by AHU, or we call handling units, in one package unit. And maybe inside of the AHU, I will discuss later on. So this one is controller by AHU. In that package will be control in the temperature, control in the supplying amount of the air distribution. This one we call AHU. And then we can go to other part, second part of the central hydraulic system, water system, chill water system, hot water system, condenser water system. So in this maybe hydraulic system as name given, as you know, based by water, so hydro. So you can easy to remember the hydraulic is with water system of coolant system. A central plant, refrigeration, chiller plant, and boiler plant. So we have to construct the boiler plant in the building together with the one package of the central hydraulic system with the air system, water system. Okay, in the central system, use chill water or hot water from a central plant to cool and heat the air at the coil in an air handling unit. For energy transport, the heat capacity of water is about 3,400 times greater than that of air. Central system are built-up system assembled and installed on the site. Okay? So I think this one is the biggest one compared to previous type of aircon system. So in the handling unit, AHU, in the basic piece of the equipment used in the system, it can be either a field assembled built-up system or factory-made unit. Because of the central system always has a chill water system, the type of coiling installed in the HU system is a water cooling coil, which is different from an air handler in package system, which use a DX direct expansion coil. So in the HU system, we will develop many device inside there, so we can control anything like by the given the certain temperature and also in the humidity and also amount of the air supplying. So this one is already one package by given in AHU system. Chiller are a key component of air conditioning system for large buildings. They produce cold water to remove heat from the air in the building. So as I mentioned before, we will use water as air conditioning system to control the temperature. So the chill water is important part. How to construct or to build the chill system will be discussed in this type of air conditioning system. So this one is more complicated in terms of construction and also in the cycle system. So common type of chiller is mechanical compression. So actually we also use in this system is compression system with system of vaporized system compression system. So same like the common use in the hatchback system, compression hatchback system, still used in this part because we need to change the vaporized system and then absorption chiller. So chiller, so we can get the amount of the low temperature to distribute to the air, to the space, into the building and the controlling space system. So by utilize the cold from the cold temperature from the chiller, water chiller. We try to absorb and then distribute to the space. Okay, this one the central plant of chiller. So you can see very big component with also big supplying system for the chiller system. You can see the pipe is coloring by the blue, is mean the present by the content in the water system. So you can see the chiller system look like the what is it like the tubing inside the insert of the cylindric what is it, the device chiller system. The chiller system actually contained by the several tube number inside, and then inside the tube we can cooling by cell system by through the fluid inside to the tube, and then we try to absorb the chiller system to distribute to the space conditioning space system. Okay, this one is other part accuracy of chiller system in the outside. I think we can reduce the temperature of hot water to chiller system. Okay, you can see other construction pattern model of the what we call equivalent chiller. This one is can you see this one is a compressor system, and we try to distribute the same like tubing system in the condenser system. When we try to distribute the hot temperature to reservoir, so similar, we have fin around the tube, and then also we try to force the flow of the air to chill or try to the condenser to the water system. Okay, this one the more detail I think structure how to construct between the compressor and chiller system. Okay, air system in the handling unit. This one is how we try to distribute the air system in the handling system. So we go to in the HU system. So actually for the air, we use the AHU for distribution system, for air system, air distribution system. So in air handling unit is the basic piece of equipment used in the air system. It can be either field assembled build up system or factory made unit. So sometimes if we need in the certain size space, sometimes in the commercialized system cannot provide in that condition. So what we can do is try to assemble and build up by the sometimes by it's not by factory system. So we try to build by engineering system to create to allow in that application. So not anything is built by factory made unit sometimes. So the second one, the air system is by duct system. So after controller conditioned by the AHU system, so then we try to supply to any space that need the air conditioning system by duct system. So sometimes we try to design the number amount of the air needed requirement in that space. So how many pump unit, and then how many volume we need to be designed first in the duct system, because as we know, in the supplying and returning of the air will be balanced, so will be designed as well as we can do so in the air distribution system in duct duct system. So that are used in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning to deliver and remove air. This needed airflow include, for example, supply air, return air, and exhaust air. So we try to design supply, and also we try to design for return air. So this one is what the content of the AHU inside. Okay, this one is controller of the duct system before we supply to the duct system. So actually, this one will be put after chiller system. So what we content of the AHU itself is, you can see they give in the rugged cabinet enclosure, industrial frame channel, anything. Fan also provide in this AHU and chamber, because we try to give the column amount of the air supplying system. Okay, I will show you the one video that demonstrates the air conditioning, AHU system. So at least you have an idea, not only from figure. Okay, that's the AHU system by content with at least minimal device that can construct in the AHU system. So maybe we provide by fan, chamber, and also the filter inside there. So will be need some space to the to assemble the AHU in the air conditioning system in the building. So you can see some need there. Space is higher, some space is bigger, sometimes need smaller. So depend on the application requirement. So in the duct system, actually this duct system, how it supply from the chiller system to the AHU to control. Actually, AHU is controller, main controller to the before we supply to each unit that need the economy system. So you can see this one is maybe provide only for supplying of air conditioning. But the other condition when we design, actually the actual design, we also need a duct system for return air from the building. This one is show only for supply system. Actually more complicated compare the example. So you can see the duct system also need isolated isolator to cover the duct system, because we don't want the energy loss during or minimalist. We try to minimize the leaking energy leaking from the duct system. So we cover by the insulator. So you can see when the building construct, so we together construct with the system of building. So we design together with the when we design the building. So when we try to develop or construct the building together with the HVAC system. Okay, you can see this one is a controller system in the HVAC system. Okay, this one is one video how the duct system distribute to each space. So this one, the main duct, and then from the flexible duct, we can supply to each room. So you can see this one is flexible. So you can see can be the efficiency you can flange by giving to reduce efficiency. So you can see the flow will be go smooth if we design and reduce the number of curves. If the flow will be through the many or much of curving, so will be reduce the velocity. So because will be increase loss, energy loss. Okay, this one is a more complicated design for the ducting system. So just now we see only duct system for supplying air supplying only to the every unit to every room. So now we can see the flow involving for piping system also in duct system also for the return air. So we can see more complicated flow, some through the with the certain elevation, and then some reduce the elevation. So this one will be designed as well we can, so to reduce energy loss. Okay, this one are the example for duct system. Okay, actually the duct system we need to hinge to the wall or the structure to reduce the vibration because of high flow through the duct system. So we need to support any certain distance based on the size. So some size need short distance, some is far away from the one support to other support. Okay, this one is a example how the airflow to the AHU system and fill to the duct system. Okay, into solution space and then return and then okay back to initial. So this is how the circulation of air from the AHU system. AHU also provide the coil, so we can control the temperature before we supply to uh, the unit, the space. So this is how the flow in the building. This is animation. So some device in our room may create the heat, and then also not only device, also together with the body. So everybody, so you can see everybody will contribute heat in the room. So if one room consists more than one staff, maybe we design to be the maximum number allowed in one space, then we can supply in certain amount of the heat. So you can see how we should be designed for a proper condition to human comfort. This one is other example how the air distribute in the inside in the building. This one the designing of the air supply from the ceiling, but the return is in the floor, around the close to the floor. So then return come to the again to AHU system, and then back to other room to share the condition chilled condition to other room. So how they share before to other distribute to other room. So actually not only direct from the AHU itself, some maybe we recondition it, the air from other room to AHU. To AHU to recovery the condition and then supply again to other room. So because of sometimes we need low temperature compared to other room. For example, some room need low, extremely low temperature, like the a computing system, or some equipment need work in the low temperature. So, for example, our lab also implement this condition, this system, and then we supply first into the lab that need low temperature, and then we return the air and then try to recovery that air by AHU system, because of the AHU system, as we now have the all system to recovery, like the coil, the X coil, anything inside there. So then they supply to staff room, like in the factory 3, yeah, they supply first to the lab, and then they return to the recovery AHU. If you recognize, if you hear some noisy from the some room that mention about AHU, so it means the AHU will start recovering the air from the lab, and then after that we try to distribute to room for the lecture room, for example. Okay, this one is schematic of condition in the building. Maybe this one describe about the 3 level of building condition. You can see this one is good, the first floor, and condition other floor. This one is condition other floor. This one is condition other floor. So maybe around 3 level of building. So this one achievement for water cooling, water chiller system. So they will put on the rooftop, and then this one is the boiler. The boiler is outside the building, maybe in the this one is exclude from the hatchback or aircon conditioning system supply, because this one is in the ground of the building, so not include or exclude from the air conditioning system. Okay, this one is supplying system involving the AHU system and also duct system. This one is the chiller system. Now we can see the animation. Okay, how the pump, and then go to distribute from the actually this one is inlet system and to return system. With the blue one is supplying system, and then the arrow with the yellow system. Yellow is the steel color with the return system. Okay, this one is the condition in the rooftop. What we need to construct within the chill system and the hot system. Okay, you can see the blue one. The dark blue is chill system. Recovery of the temperature. So you can see, you can recognize the hot condition in the this one is the hot system in 85 Fahrenheit water, and then we try to recovery system. Sorry, this one evaporator. Evaporator after we recovery, and then we supply to the this one is to indoor. Yes, correct. This one is actually in the cooling system. Okay, this one is actually from the chilling system, and then try to supply the system in the indoor system. Then by the time by the distance from the chilling system, so we will reduce the temperature. So it means the temperature energy will be leaking or will be not leaking. Actually, is the system will be gone some energy of the chilling system. Okay, let's see. Let's check the animation or video chilling system. Yeah.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Doktor.
Ya, hello.
Actually kita orang tak dengar lah video ni.
Oh, tak dengar.
Ah.
Oh, see. Okay, okay, okay. Never mind. Okay.
Sorry, sir.
Okay, okay. Tak apa, tak apa. Okay, never mind. So, if you don't hear about the video, so I will proceed to the video. Because this video actually explain how to a chiller work, yeah? Chiller water system work, yeah? Actually how to the supply from the hot water, yeah, to the become to chill, yeah, by force the fan, yeah, through the chiller system, yeah. So you can see the from the illustration, yeah, the hot water will be vapor to the uh, so the fan, yeah, forcing to the outside, yeah, and then in the same time will be give low temperature with to the follow the gravity. So the basin will be provide inside the structure. So in the cool water will be collect in the basin and the bottom, and then will be supplied into uh, uh, sorry, condenser, sorry, into the evaporator, yeah, to evaporator. So actually this how the video try to explain, yeah. And then the air from the cooling tower system is supplied from this part, yeah, air inside, and then this one is air for outside. So this one how to reduce the hot water become to chill. Okay, now we go to sorry but that inconvenience video. So I would like to apologize because I thought this video can you hear from your side. So this one is first experience, yeah. So that's why I cannot provide the sound together with you, to share to you. So maybe next time I will revise uh, to handle as well a good presentation. So now we go to other condition that discussed in the hydronic systems. A chill water air conditioning system. Chill water air conditioning system are commonly used in the application that need large cooling capacity, such as a hypermarket, industrial process, commercial air conditioning, such as offices and factories. Yeah, this system make use of water as its secondary refrigerant. Chiller is used to remove heat from the water, which is then circulate through the component to absorb heat from the space. Okay, so actually they use the water as a medium. How chill water air conditioning works? The chiller is the section of the system where an exchange of heat occurs between the water that goes to the building and the evaporator. So the water leaves the chilled water evaporator 45 degree or 7 degree Celsius, 75 degree in Fahrenheit, but in the Celsius is 7 degree. This chilled water is then circulated through the entire building by the use of the pump. The water cools the space and pick up the heat and return the chiller at about 55 degree Fahrenheit or 13 degrees Celsius. So the water temperature has been heat up by 10 degree Fahrenheit or 6 degree Celsius after cooling the space. So this process is then repeated. So the range with the differentiate the temperature is in Fahrenheit is 55 degree within the after process, or we differentiate in 13 degree. So there are this one already used in the space to air conditioning system. So we are already used and utilize this temperature into the space. Okay, this one also I think cannot hear from your side, but never mind. We go to check the on. Okay, this one is a circulation solution that I mentioned in previous slide, where is the air circulation. Uh, uh, I support with the 6 degrees Celsius condenser system. Condenser system. Okay, you can see cooling tower will come out with the vapor to the human, the more, and water collect is based on basin on the bottom of the uh, cooling tower. Okay, water cooled condenser. In most chiller application, a water cooled condenser use a cooling tower to reduce the temperature of the condenser. In this case, the water loop system is separated from the chill water that goes to the building. So the water that has been cooled by evaporator water at the cooling tower will enter the condenser at the 85 degree Fahrenheit or 29 degrees Celsius. It is up by heat from the condenser and leave at 95 degree Fahrenheit or 35 degrees Celsius, and increase 10 Fahrenheit or 6 degrees Celsius. Water is then sent to the cooling tower by the use of pump. And then the cooling water temperature now become 85 degree Fahrenheit and enter the condenser again. Then process is repeated. Okay. This one is the schematic of one cycle condition in the hydronic system. Okay. This one. Okay, this one depend on the size of hydronic system. Okay, before that I need to collect the attendance. Okay. Okay, maybe we still have only a few of slides in hydronic system. So today actually we only cover on the hydronic system with the commonly part or the base part of the hydronic system, and then we continue to proceed to other topics after we satisfy this slide. Okay, now we go to media transport energy. There is three types of method has been used as the media to transport energy from conventional space to air-con plant, or system, or water system, and air-water system. So all air-water system in all air system air is used to as the media that transport energy from the conditioned space to the air-con plant. The system is processed in the air-con plant, and this process is then conveyed to the conditioned space through insulated duct using a blower and fan. This air extract or supplies in case of winter the required amount of the sensible and latent heat from the conditioned space. The return air from the conditioned space is conveyed back to the plant, where it again undergoes the required processing, thus completing the cycle. So actually, by air supplying system, actually a hydronic system will be implemented by two duct system. The first is single duct system, and the second is a dual duct system. So actually a single duct system will provide one fan condition for certain condition of duct. Example is for hot condition, will be supply hot condition. If we try to use to implement a single duct is for cold system, so only cold system will be provided in the single duct system. But otherwise, the other system we can use both condition, dual duct system with the single fan. The single fan will be used in the same time, but for the exhaust will be spread by two conditions of the duct system. Maybe a certain temperature will be supplied in duct 1, and then will be a high temperature maybe in the second duct system. So we can do by dual duct system. So some they will provide by two fan, some we provide by single fan, but can separate the duct system. Okay, maybe the fan will be use the bigger size, and then in the distribution duct system we can reduce the size with the single fan for single fan case. Okay, the single duct system can provide cooling or heating using the same duct, but not both heating and cooling. So we cannot go together. So in the single system, so only one system will be represent the duct. Some in the dual duct system we can mix within the high temperature with the low temperature, and then we can get the new temperature by those mixer. So we can get that one. So this system can be further classified into constant. That one is called single duct. A constant volume single zone system, constant volume multiple zone system, and variable volume system. Okay, the dual duct system can provide both cooling and heating simultaneously, and this system can be further classified into dual duct constant volume system and dual duct variable volume system. Okay, actually by this one maybe you can have an idea. This is a fan, and then this fan will be sprayed by okay, you can get the coil here, the coil anything. So this one is a high temperature, and then this one maybe low temperature, so we can use this one, and then we can mix in the mixing system, and then we can get some we can use each fan this one. This one, so different system. So dual variable, and then with the dual duct constant volume. Okay, central system, single zone CAV, and then single zone CAV clean room system, central system, CAV reheat central system, VAV central system, VAV reheat central system, fan power VAV central system. So this one is type of the Adonic system. So this one distribution, you can see the mixing. Okay, if you recognize, so every duct system will be represent sometimes represent one condition, and then another is another condition. So this why we can control each zone different condition. This one CV, and then this one VAB. Okay, VAB is multiply variate air volume. So if CAV is a constant air volume, so you can see the volume will be controlled by chamber. So chamber is controlled by actuator. This one is like motor. Motor will be open or close the chamber. So depend on the requirement in that room. So we can variate the condition. Okay, this one video. Okay, that will be fast. Let me take up here. Actually, in the single constant, constant air volume. So we control only one condition for one building. Yeah? So actually, controlling is a one only, a central, and then control for all units. So the sensor, like Elmo said, is only one. So that's why we cannot represent to other room. So some room is maybe higher, we need higher, but we cannot multiple uh, controlling. So this one is VAV, we can control by multiple conditions. So depend on zone, and okay, the temperature measure in the room. Now control the temperature in certain condition. Hello, apply chamber in Paraman part in this case. Yeah. Okay, that's all for today. We already discussed about one type of the ecosystem, and also we already discussed about the important part that support for central hydronic system, and also we already uh, learned about uh, the work, how the part work, every part, and then how the temperature also uh, evolving in the every uh, part through the component. So now I want to open the question. If you have any question, we can discuss. If you I cannot answer in the at this moment, so I will postpone the story uh, to next class. So any question from you? Sorry. Okay, student. Noraiman. Okay, thank you. For others, any question?
So far so good, sir.
So far so good. Oh, actually we have more than 25 number of students. So I just realized. So Sujinkai, you are already here. Tatik, Mahakawi, Mahamani. That. Okay. Okay. Nothing to share. Anything else? So I also covered all slides for the academic system. So maybe if you don't have any question, I will close the class. Okay. And before that, you can get the material from ULearn. Yeah. So only that. That's all for today. Thank you. Assalamualaikum and good afternoon.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you.
Waalaikumsalam.
Leonard.
Thank you, sir.
Waalaikumsalam, sir. Thank you, sir.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.